What is up, dudes and dudettes? The Powerpuff Girls, the Buzz on Maggie, and Little Einstein's FTW here. And today, before we get started, I want to say a few words. This is my last rant I'm doing for a while. Why? Because I'm going to be very busy with random stuff. I am going to walk around at the outside world, hanging out with toys, cleaning the house, throwing the trash in the dumpster, cleaning dishes, etc. And also another thing. I am taking a break from my rants until probably next week. So anyways, I am doing a rant on Butterbean's cafe. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Here we go. So basically what the plot for the entire show is. A fairy named Butterbean, with her sister Cricket and friends Poppy, Dazzle, and Jasper, runs a successful neighborhood cafe tilde copyright in the magical land of Puddlebrook. And that is it. That is basically what the plot for this show was all about. What are my thoughts on this show? My god. This show is one of the absolute worst. For one thing, the animation is so horrible. Like, this is one of the worst animation that Nick Jr. ever used for that god-awful show. And to be honest, most of the random kids show has horrible animations when it comes to their bad shows. Not only all of them are bad, but still, this is just awkward and pathetic. It's like they use some sort of formula for that horrible animation, and they use it to make that stupid butts show. And for me, it is just terrible and disgusting. The plot is nothing but a pile of bullshit. I mean, the plot looks like plastic fairy dolls that you saw in stores, and the plot looks boring and very uninteresting. I mean, what did I expect? It is such a boring plot. Even when it tried so very hard to be impressive, it is not that impressive at all. It is also one of these stupid Nick Jr. cash grabs of a show with a horrendous plot. That is how boring this show was. The theme song for this show is so annoying, and so cringe. The characters are so brainless, obnoxious, stupid, lame, annoying, and horrendous characters. Even the villain, that is Miss Marmalade, all she ever does in this show is jack shot and do stupid stuff. She didn't even came out as menacing or cool. She just came out as a pathetic, lame, or stupid villain. Maggie Pesky's mother and father from the Buzz on Maggie can beat her butt any day of the year. At least Maggie Pesky's mother and father are so funny and great characters. While Miss Marmalade on the other hand is that a horrible female villain. The episodes are stupid, repetitive, and cringe. Especially when they do repetitive and stupid stuff over and over and over and over and over again. There is nothing interesting about them doing stupid stuff. There is nothing interesting about it. The music in this show is absolute trash and garbage. Just like the theme song itself. The jokes are girlish, and the humor is so bad. Even the stories are god-awful, terrible and horrible. Who even was asking for Butterbean's Cafe, Bodge, and Pixel Pinky to begin with? Huh? Who was even asking for those? Who was even crying out for these shows to be made? Like, oh, can you make these shows called Butterbean's Cafe, Bodge, and Pixel Pinky? Huh? My god. Who was asking for those? Apparently nobody was even asking and crying out for these shows, because these shows are so bad. Even the backgrounds are that horrible. I mean, what the heck is that? The whole backgrounds look like a cookie-cutter world of Puddlebrook. It is that horrible. That is how appalling the background was for this show. This show had only to make Nick Jr. money, and this show is one of those cash grabs. And this show is one of the worst Nick Jr. shows ever next to the Backyardigans from 2024, and Bubble Guppy's Mermaids from 2025. This show is one of the worst random kids shows ever next to Barney and the Backyard Gang, Bodge, All Engines Go, Sid the Science Kid, Tree Foo Tom, Waverloo, etc. And this is a show that I never want to watch at all. For my final rating for Butterbean's Cafe, I am going to give it a 0 out of 10. What a horrible and trash show. Well, that is all, dudes and dudettes. This is the Powerpuff Girls, the Buzz on Maggie and Little Einsteins FTW here. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.